Did you get me?
Okay.
You all have a few people here.
First of all, I want to thank everybody for coming by to let me do this for you.
Good.
And today I'm going to talk about exercise. When was the last time that you had a good brisk walk or any other form of exercise? If you answered this question like most and said you can't remember or you don't know, I'm going to give you some ideas today or some options, things that you may not think about that exercise actually does help you with. And hopefully by the end of my presentation I can persuade you guys to do a little bit of exercising. Here, I forgot to hand these out, but the first one we'll talk about first. This first one just talks about some reasons that people, or excuses people use for not exercising. Number 10, of course, is they don't care, don't have any interest in it. And number 9 is lack of understanding the benefits, which there is a lot of benefits we're going to get into later that people probably don't even think about. Number 8, embarrassment, and that just kind of comes with if you're going to a workout place. You don't really have to worry about that with some of the ideas that I'm going to talk to you about. Some people just can't because of health problems or something. Number 6 is kind of a big thing. You usually start out okay and then you get bored with your routine and just don't do it anymore. Inconvenience is one. Expensive equipment. You don't think it's enjoyable, no energy, you feel tired, but really if you do exercise, you won't be as tired, so it will help in that aspect. And the number 1 reason is people say they're too busy and don't have time. However, a lot of times you'll find yourself saying you're too busy and don't have time when you're either on Facebook or watching TV. So if you could just incorporate jumping jacks or something into that, it would help, yes. Sometimes people even get discouraged when they start a workout program because sometimes you actually tend to gain weight before you lose any, and that's just because muscle weighs more than fat. So if you're walking or anything like that or running, you're going to gain muscle in your legs and stuff, and you actually think it's not doing anything, but the muscle is actually weighs more than the fat. So you are benefiting, you just really don't feel like it at first. And according to the Disease Control and Prevention, there is over 1,140 minutes in every day. So if you could just take out even 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 3 times a week, it would really benefit you. And there's lots of different activities you can do. Walking, sometimes we don't even realize, in this day and age, we try to, like if we're taking laundry to the washing machine, we try to pile it all up into one pile to make one trip. It actually would benefit us if we would take more trips. Mowing the yard, after all this good rain we're getting today, our yards are all going to be mowed, and that's really good exercise. Some things that people just don't even think exercise really is, and it would help. Swimming and water aerobics, it's getting warm, and those are really good things. And a trampoline is helpful too. That works out your whole body. There are certain things that not exercising really affects our health. We may not even realize things that happen. Clogged veins and arteries are a cause of not being active. So if you would be a little more active, you wouldn't have to worry about these things as much. Excess fat from no exercise can lead to heart disease. Stats show people who don't exercise actually usually die at a younger age. So if you want to live longer, you might want to pick up the exercise a little. Exercise strengthens bones. And for us women, this is really a big thing because osteoporosis is really higher in women than it is men. And even 30 minutes a day will help our bones, so we don't have to worry about osteoporosis as much. And I think I talked about this earlier, but exercise can actually help us sleep better. Sometimes it's just we're so exhausted, and if we exercise and get our body working better, the sleep will just naturally be better. It also affects mental health in big ways, which I really wasn't aware of a lot of this. Studies indicate higher bouts of depression now than in the 18th or 19th century, which they were a lot more active back then. They had to farm on their own and, you know, do all the housework on their own. They worked from sunup till sundown, so they got a lot more exercise than we do now. And they didn't hardly have any depression back then, or no record of it. Exercise makes us feel better on the outside, so in turn, the mental emotions will benefit as well. And it's actually a natural stress reliever as well. Ways to keep up your exercise. It's easier if you find a workout partner. Keeps you motivated, and if you have someone else that's dependent on you, it kind of, you feel like you have to do it. And make it a priority. Realize that if you want to have a healthier life, that it'll benefit you in many ways. Don't make excuses. Just do it, and it'll be a lot better for us. Use it as a stress outlet or for me time. We all need a little extra me time for ourselves, and just take a walk by yourself, and it benefits a lot. Change your routines a little bit helps too. And now I'm going to go over this other paper really quick. As you can see from this handout, the reasons that females and males exercise are pretty much the same, but in different orders. The top 10, number 10 for females.